Okay, everybody, Jeanette here. Welcome. And today we're going to talk about Weird Al Yankovic. Yeah, we can't leave anybody out. I always check out the people that I like, and I tend to be drawn more to who I always thought were males. And so it's easy for me to do this and do the trans thing on the females to males, which is good because mostly people do it the other way. It's easier to spot. But doing it the way that I do, I can almost just really tell about this. I always liked his creativity, which shows a female brain at work. Now, either that or the demons are doing it, because if you listen to the lyrics and how everything is worded, it's really amazing. You know, they say a lot of odd stuff about the English language, but the way things rhyme, it may have been set up for that sort of thing, for music, lyrics, and stuff. The reason why, if you listen to other languages, the lyrics and stuff, they don't tend to like flow so much as what English does. So there is a purpose. The wacky English is language is, there's a purpose, and it could be because it rhymes easily. We got a lot of words that rhyme easily, and I think that if I'm wrong with that, you can correct me, but that's what I feel and stuff. Well, if you look at here, we'll take Al here, and let me see if I can. Yeah, I want to make this bigger. Here we go. Of course, this is when that, we'll say he, because that's what, that's what they're used to. And so we'll say he. If you look at the shoulder here, it's very slanting, sloping like the female shoulder, and very small. Okay, very small. Neck is fairly smooth here. I don't see no Adam's apple. You're going to get some action even on a female throat. But overall, this feels female. It just has a female feel to it. Now, what I want to explain about the chromosomes, if they take an egg, and his would have been a female egg, and they inject the male chromosome, when they're doing that, they're mixing the two. So you may get a female like him with a bit of a male brow ridge, because the embryo hasn't started developing. So the two together could give a female a brow ridge. I may have been saying that stuff backwards, people. I'm sorry if I get it wrong. He's a female to male. If I've said it wrong, sometimes, that happens. It gets very confusing, all of this. But look at his ear there, and his ear is fairly small. But I know it does look like he has a brow ridge, and his eyes are a little bit deep set, a little bit. But that, like I said, you never know what you're going to get when you mix those two chromosomes. I found that you can have both traits in some places, and his tends to be that either he's had an implant on his brow ridge, or it is because the chromosomes have both, joined together and has produced that. That's what they look for to do. They want a person that has both traits. Okay? And this right here, picture of him right here, you can see that he's real feminine. He has that femininity about him right here. Again, it looks like he has somewhat of a brow ridge, but I think that that's the crossing of the chromosomes. Yeah. I don't have to say too much about this. He just really, it really stands out. Now, he looks like, you might say, oh, he's got high cheekbones. No, these are cheeks. This is muscle. But there are no high cheekbones at all. It's flat right here. And there's nothing going on in the neck right here either. Notice he's always kept the long hair. He's a female that likes long hair. Now this one of him here, this dark part here is the indentation us women have on our foreheads, okay? And it'll indent, and then it'll come out into a small bump. But here, his eyes look like they're pretty well deep set. And I'm thinking that's because of the chromosome thing. Before the embryo really develops, the two together will do this. This is why I believe that the trans is done to the egg and implanted, because mixing the two together, it will grow together, you see. So they may have both of it. It's like I was discussing it about Miley Cyrus, you know. It's possible. I thought I saw a curved back, and that's a female trait, but most of it points to it being a male. It is a mixture of both of the chromosomes is what it is. It's a mixture of both of the chromosomes. And you can get anything. They don't know what they're going to get when they start. When they start out, they don't know what they're going to get. Okay? And the limbs look long, but this person's 6 foot something. I don't know about the upper, you can't tell. This is sort of like this, but with this, yeah, and I wanted to show that this does look like this, but this looks round, like a female right here. It's just the eyes here where it has blended, both the chromosomes have blended. Okay, with this here, again, you can see the way the eyes are. But come down here to the teeth. Look how small the dental are. This is little female teeth right here. And the face really is pretty flat. There's no high cheekbones at all. It's very, very flat. Even though the shoulder looks like it's fairly straight here, it slants on this one right here. You can move your arm any way, you might get more of a flat. It's hard to say. He looks like he is moving around anyway in the back of this picture. And here's another feminine one of him. As far as it goes with, let's see, I was going to say, oh, the eyes, because this one's smaller than this. I think a lot of people have eyes that are not the same size. Okay, a lot of people say, oh, it's estrogen eye or whatever. Well, he's a female, so he's not going to be taking any estrogen. And I do not believe that he takes any testosterone either. I really don't think that he takes any testosterone. This shadow could be from, you know, just the chin, actually, because he does have a good-sized chin here. But here, the eyes don't look so deep set. They look like you could almost push them up here. Yeah. Anything else? No. He has no high cheekbones at all. This is all flat across here. All right. This shape here is female shape. It's not square. And this right here, if you look right here, it curves in and comes out, and there's his hip. You see? Carrying this accordion, he would have to hold the shoulders straight and back. That's a lot on your back, actually. Well, you know, he plays a child's accordion on stage. He does not play a full-size one. I've seen a lot of Mexican bands where they're playing full-size accordions. Why does Weird Al use a small one? Probably because he's got the strength of a female, and it would be too much to have a big, heavy thing hanging on you. At least you know what it'd be like to be pregnant. He does anyway. I think that he has a child, I'll show you, and that child, he probably carried the child, like they all do. Almost all of them do. Here, it still looks a little girly here. Yeah. And this is round. His forehead is round here, like a female. And here, make sure I got it in the camera here, is the back curve, and it curves right in here. And there's your back curve. Okay. And here's I don't know if this is the same one or not. It might be the same picture. Yeah, he just looks so feminine there. This bobblehead, if you look at this, I'm going to put it down, pull it down too much. This looks like a female. And it looks like another actress that I have seen. And even this doll comes in and out with the hip. It's funny, but, you know, it does. Yeah. And this right here proves really that this is a female. Shoulder looks fairly broad, but if you come here, start here at the shoulder and come down, it's as big as the hip, like a female. Okay? And the top torso, this is where the waist is. It's right below the elbow, is about right in here. And it's right below. He does have small Tyrannosaurus Rex arms up here. They're not very big up here at all. The waist is here. The crotch is here. And you see they're both the same size. This is a female torso. And he's over 6. See, like I showed you with little Vernon Troyer. Or Vern Troyer. Vern Troyer. Yeah, being so small, you can still tell that they're male and female by the body. The torso is either long or short. Short if you're a female and long if you're a male. But you can see his breasts here also really good. He's not ever had any surgery, and he's happy who he is. And he's never taken testosterone either. I do not believe so. He's got a very versatile singing voice if you ever listen to him. He can impersonate a lot. I have at times been able to impersonate people also, so I think females are more able to do that than males. And here he is with so-called parents, okay. Hard to say. I think this family just he was just placed with this family. Does he look like the mother? I don't know. Mother's got a real pretty face. The same shape is like his. Very possible this person carried him, okay. They have mothers that carry the babies, yeah. They sure do, but the eyes are real wide on this. So here again, you're getting a double, you know, thing here. This, yeah, double message is what I mean to say, that double chromosome. This is really wide up here. It's got a really wide forehead. But the cheeks here, now this looks like a high cheekbone right here sticking out. See, Al's cheeks are big right in here and right in here. This one's cheekbone is right here. Excuse me. Throat got a little dry. Okay. Yeah, these are real far apart eyes. Because when I look at the father has got smallish. This is not very big. This is also fairly little bitty, tiny straight thing. I don't see it as a back slope at all. Looks more round. The eyes are sitting right on top of the skull. So this is a tranny family, I do believe. Very pretty face, though. That's probably, I don't know. I say probably and stuff, but, you know, I just really don't know. Maybe, God, it's just hard to tell sometimes of what is going on. Does this look like a little boy to you? Hard to say with the angle. Hard to say with the angle. Is this really Al? Who knows? Sometimes, you know, it's hard to say, but I know that this face is like his face. Yeah. So this one may have carried him, because they do need carriers, you know. They have to have somebody to carry the babies, don't they? And this is the mother here, who has a very wide chin here, and this neck here looks like a Maltrechia right here. Yeah. This right here, well, I don't know, his shoulders are fairly straight. Well, the shoulders are sloping here on this one. So it looks like to me that perhaps that this is a female and did carry him. because like I said, the face shape was like his too. This just doesn't look like Al at all, and we know that it's the high elite that are the sperm donors. These, no. They could be just a regular man, man and wife. They could just be a regular man and wife. Al was not a child prodigy at all, so he only got famous as he got a little bit older. But somebody always, he has made a lot of money, so somebody has handled him and looked for those traits that are, made him what he is today. Very, very talented with the words, with the lyrics. He's very, very talented. So they look for that kind of stuff, because you don't get money, you don't get millions of dollars if you have no talents except models. Okay, this is the wife here. And this wife here, it shows us from the collarbone to right below, well, this should be longer actually, because that's the inner arm, the elbow's a bit longer. And you can see this is so long, this is a male. I don't need to see the bottom half. So this is very long here. And Al again is 2 squares, makes him a female body. Transgender couple. Now this is the one with Bob Dylan that he did the song with this, and I can't remember the name of it. It's the best, one of the best ones that he ever did, where a sentence will read the same backwards to forwards or something like that. If you can find it, please listen to that. It's one of the most cleverest ones ever done. And here he's dressed up like Bob Dylan. But what I wanted to show here, if you look here, you can see his hips. You can see over here his hips also, on both sides. And here's some other song that he's doing. Here the shoulders are sloping real bad. But I was able to, I don't know, it says don't be a something, and I was able to do it where, of course, what you see there. And this also, it said something else, but I was able to do that. Yep. Kate is right, I am a woman. That is correct. Here, look at the size of the ass on this. Look at this. Look how big his butt is. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. And here the curve in the back, and the big butt. Oh yeah, I mean this is totally female. Here you can see that this is pretty short, the arm is. And here, the walk on the Tranny Hall of Fame. I think I said that right. I'm not too sure, whatever, but there's the wife, I suppose, the husband, straight back husband, and the child. Now, it's possible he could have carried this one. Hard to say. Hard to say if it's a boy or a girl or whatever from this one picture. And, okay, this is the last one here of them. But you can see here, his top and his bottom are the same size, telling us that this torso is female. His hand is even with his crotch. His crotch might be up a little bit higher than that, I don't know. But his shoulder's really slanted here. His spouse isn't too bad looking for, Tranny man is not bad looking actually. Yeah, and you can see the torso is longer. This is where the waist is. And the crotch is about right here, and the hand is below the crotch here. So bye-bye, Al. You can leave the comments in the bottom if you want. If I go through them and I see that they are good or, whatever, I'll put them up. And anyway, have a great day. Bye for now.